Guys, and welcome to Football Fandom UK. So we're here for the live match watch along for West Bromwich Albion v Preston. Apologies, the game has just kicked off, but I've just jumped over from the previous stream, so just in time for kickoff, and we're 40 seconds in. Quite an intense atmosphere at West Brom. Great to see good fan support there at the Baggies. So yeah, if you're just joining us, please do hit that like button and feel free to drop your comments in, guys. It'd be great to hear from you. Hear your thoughts on tonight's games. We will also be keeping an eye on what is going on around the grounds in the other games tonight. We have quite a few games kicking off. So just before we get into the game, obviously, just let you know that Preston just had an opportunity blocked and it's skied wide. But other than that, not much to report in the early stages. Special mention, obviously, to Pele, who was just been announced that unfortunately he's passed away. So our thoughts are with him and his family at this difficult time. So let's hope his family don't feel the loss too heavily, but I'm sure a loss of any relative is going to be a major blow. But like I say, our thoughts are with him and his family. Just to bring you guys up to date with what's going on around the grounds. Like I say, please do feel free to drop your comments in. I'll come to the comments in a minute. Not much to report on the game, just being just a free kick for West Brom deep inside their own half at the minute. So just quickly bring you up to scratch with what's going on with the earlier kickoffs. Obviously, we've just done the stream for the Queen's Park Rangers Luton game. That finished 3-0 to Luton. And the other kickoffs that kicked off at 7:45, it's currently Blackburn 1, Middlesbrough 0, Coventry 0, Cardiff 0, Huddersfield 0, Rotherham 0, Millwall 0, Bristol City 0, Wigan Athletic 0, Sunderland 1, West Bromwich Albion obviously 0-0. Preston has only just kicked off. Got a slightly later kickoff at 8:15, which is Blackpool v Sheffield United. In League One, it's currently Barnsley 0, Fleetwood Town 0, Bristol Rovers 0, Exeter City 1, Forest Green Rovers 0, Burton Albion 0, Markham 0, Accrington 0, Oxford United 0, Charlton Athletic 0, Peterborough 0, Milton Keynes 0, Plymouth 0, Wycombe Wanderers 0, Portsmouth 1, Ipswich 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Port Vale 0, Shrewsbury 0, Cheltenham 0. And in League Two, it's currently Crewe Alexander 0, Carlisle United 1, Barrow 0, Tranmere Rovers 1, Bradford City 1, Harrogate 0, Colchester 0, Wimbledon 0, Doncaster Rovers 2, Rochdale 2, Grimsby Town 0, Salford City 1, Hartlepool United 1, Mansfield Town 0, Northampton Town 0, Swindon Town 0, Sutton United 0, Gillingham 0, and also Walsall 0-0 with Stockport County. So that brings you up to date with all the games that are going on tonight in the EFL. And like I say, guys, we're here to focus particularly on the West Bromwich Albion v Preston game. So if you're just joining us, like I say, please do hit that like button and drop your comments in the chat. It'd be great to hear from you guys. All fans are welcome to come and get involved on Football Fandom. We're not a club channel. We are very much a fan channel. So like I say, all fans welcome to get involved. So at the minute, guys, in the game, it's currently 0-0. Just coming up to 5 minutes into the game, as the goalkeeper for Preston goalkeeper kicks the ball long out to the far side of the field. The ball currently being headed about by both teams, and it is West Brom who bring the ball down to the ground and now switch the play out to this near side as they look to get forward, and they take a shot a cross which is blocked by Preston and goes out behind for a corner. So an early corner here for West Brom. Thank you, thank you very much, Stevie. I appreciate dropping me a drink off. Obviously, we're doing double stream tonight, guys. So Stevie doing a great job keeping me with some fluids. So corner comes in, guys, for West Brom. Sorry, blocked by Preston and cleared it up the field, but only midway into their own half of the pitch. And now the referee blows for a foul. So that's a free kick to Preston midway inside their own half of the pitch. Obviously, just quickly go to the chat. Everton Fan TV, thanks for coming, getting involved, mate. Appreciated. Rest in peace, Pele. Absolutely, mate. Very, very sad news about Pele. Although he has lived to a good age, 80 odd. I'm not sure, 80 something he lived to. So he's lived to a decent age, I would say. But always sad news when anybody passes away, especially obviously somebody who has made a great contribution to the sport we love. So absolutely well said, Everton Fan TV. Our thoughts are with his family and friends at this difficult time. So we're just having a pause in the game, guys, for an offside, and West Brom restart the game from just outside their own box, and now switch the play out to that far side. Now pushing up the field. Cross comes into the box from that far side for West Brom, but it's deflected away by Preston up into midfield onto the halfway line, and West Brom regain possession, and then a long ball out to the far side of the field, but unable to control it, and Preston managed to block it, and it's now out for a throw-in. So yeah, as you might expect, guys, both teams wanting to make a mark on the early stage of this game. So it's a little bit scrappy at the minute. Excuse me. A little bit scrappy at the minute. Both teams struggling to get any serious kind of possession, but we are only 8 minutes into the game. So obviously, as the game progresses, I expect that both teams will settle a bit more and start to create some opportunities for their possession. And now Preston in possession down the far side as they cross the ball into the pitch, into the box, but no Preston player there to receive it. And West Brom managed to get the ball back in their possession and now pass it about at the back and move the ball up to midfield. Up to the halfway line to build their momentum. And now a quick bit of thinking from West Brom with a ball in behind the Preston defence. But I don't think the West Brom player on the wing identified that idea from his teammate. It was slotted straight down the middle through the defence, and there was a West Brom player perfectly positioned to run onto it. But like I say, I think he just a little bit of miscommunication between the players, and he didn't recognise that. Joey is saying, "Oh, we're just going to have a stoppage." So I'll come back to your comment in a second, Joey. We're having a bit of handbags here now with the referee has stopped, and we've got two players, West Brom and Preston player, both squaring up to each other here. Why did they do this? They know they're not going to get away with it. Honest, why do players do this? start pushing each other and puffing chests out. It's madness, isn't it? Because you know it's only going to get them a booking from the referee when they do that kind of stuff. Yeah, it is a foul. It's a clear foul. It's basically a Preston player who's got his hands all over the West Brom player. The West Brom player's got possession of the ball. He's tried to move forward past the halfway line, and he's being absolutely manhandled by the Preston player alongside him. And you can understand why the foul is given, but like I say, it resulted in two of the three of the players coming together and having a bit of handbags or whatever you want to call it between each other. But I don't know why they do it because, like I say, it's only going to get the attention of the referee and potentially get them booked. So the game's now restarted with West Brom in possession, and now they switch the play out to this near side. But then pass back to their own defensive line and look to switch the play out to the far side. Now, obviously, just probing down the wings for West Brom, looking to pull Preston from left to right to see if they can exploit any gaps. But Preston doing a good job of keeping themselves organised and compact at the minute and making life difficult for West Brom to break them down. So perfect opportunity to quickly go to the chat. Joey's saying, absolutely, rest in rest in peace, Pele. What a legend. Yes, well said, Joey. Really, really sad news about Pele. Like I say, I'm sure I speak for all you guys that are fans of Fanden when we send our best wishes and thoughts to his family and friends at this difficult time. So, yeah, absolutely, Joey. Let's hope he gets a memorable send off because he's obviously a massive contributor to the history of football, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of tributes given to him. And like I say, I'm expecting he's going to have a very special funeral. But like I say, it doesn't alter the fact that it's very sad, very very sad news. But thank you very much for that, Joey. Joey's saying, go on, going for a Preston win. Yeah, let's like I said, Joey, let's have a couple of score predictions. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go for a 1-1 with this one, guys. I'm gonna go for a 1-1. So if you guys got a score prediction, let me know in the chat. Be great to hear from you. My prediction is gonna be a 1-1. So if you guys have got a prediction, please do share it in the chat. It'd be great to hear from you. And don't forget, please do hit that like button and consider subscribing if you're new as well, guys, because we are a pretty new YouTube channel. Still working hard to get better known within the YouTube community. So any support you guys can give is very much appreciated. West Brom in possession now on this near side as they look to move forward, but finding it difficult to get in behind Preston at the moment, with Preston having a very packed defence and midfield, and looking very compact with it. And another ball through the centre of the defence for Preston is spotted this time by the West Brom attacker, but he's unable to get to the ball before it rolls out of play and goes out behind for a goal kick. So goalkeeper takes the free kick and he passes it out wide to Preston defender, who then looks to build from the back. That idea didn't work very well as it's ended up back with the goalkeeper, but Preston managing to keep defence. And now they've got a long ball up the field, trying to run onto it, but unfortunately the player not able to keep up with the pace of the ball, and the West Brom keeper clears the ball forward yeah, at the minute in the early stages, guys, very much looking like Preston in the ascendancy with possession. Just looks like both teams just kind of starting to settle down a little bit, but still in the process of feeling each other out, so to speak. Stevie Allen saying, going to say West Brom win just because of home advantage. Right, fair enough, Stevie. No worries. That's a good shout. To be fair, like I say, normally we would expect the home team to come out on top, but like I say, with the way obviously we're only still in the early stages of the game, but the way Preston have started, I'm quietly confident. I expect them to potentially be well up for this game from the way they're playing. So, like I say, that's kind of why I've gone for the 1-1 draw. But thank you very much for that, Stevie. Appreciate it, mate. Joey's saying, yeah, you might be right, Stevie. Much, not much between these two teams, to be honest. Absolutely. Oh, and West Brom break into the box on this near side, and a shot comes in, but it ricochets off the post. It was a great attempt from West Brom, cutting in from this near side, past a Preston defender, and took everybody out with that shot. But because he's tried to glance the shot past everybody and angle it for the far post, it's actually it looks like it took a ricochet, but it's gone out on the far side for a corner. But they're not showing us a great replay to work out what exactly happened. Guys, if you're just joining us, please do hit that like button and drop your comments. I'll come to the comments again in a minute. The corner is taken, but it's cleared, but only as far as midway inside the Preston half as West Brom regain possession. And now a cross comes in, and a brilliant save from the goalkeeper. That shot, it looked like a cross, but it was actually a shot, and it came from the far side of the pitch, about 30 yards or at least 25 yards from the goal. And it was a really beautiful shot. At first, when he took it, I thought it was a cross, but it wasn't. It was a shot, and the goalkeeper did really well to get down to that and block the shot. But like I say, it's cleared up the field, and now West Brom regain possession as they look to build again for another attempt. Just quickly come back to the comments. Thanks for that, Joey, top man. Amy Riggs is saying, I've betted for Preston to win, so they better. Who's looking good to win? Right, well, thank you very much, Amy Riggs. Thank you very much for sharing that with us, mate. Appreciated. Oh, another shot comes in for West Brom, and yet again blocked by the keeper. And I'll come back to your comment in a minute, Amy. Just West Brom at the minute applying the pressure to the Preston goal. Another shot, another cross comes in, and it's blocked by the Preston defender, and it's gone out for a goal, for a throw. For a corner. So for a corner on this near side. Amy, it's a bit 50-50 at the minute, mate. In the early stages, it looked like Preston was a little bit more in the ascendancy, but as the game's progressed into the next 10 minutes or so, it's West Brom that have started to gain more of the possession, and they're trying to turn the screw. Corner's taken short. And now they pass the ball out to midfield, and they completely wasted that opportunity from a corner. And now West Brom goalkeeper comes right up to the halfway line to ping the ball forward to try and keep possession for Preston, but he's put too much pace on the ball, and it's gone out on the far side for a throw in to Preston. Amy, hopefully that answers your question, mate. Like I say, Preston having looking slightly stronger in the first 10 minutes or so, But now, obviously, as the game's progressed, West Brom have come into it more and had a lot more possession. And at the minute, I would say it's West Brom looking the slightly stronger of the two teams. But Preston definitely not out of this. They're definitely well and truly in it because they have shown that they're prepared to get forward when they get the ball and create opportunities. So at the minute, it's very much a 50-50, but West Brom looking the slightly stronger of the two teams as they are now breaking to the box again with another pass from that far side of the field. And West Brom player running onto it, running into the box, trying to chip it into the box further to angle it, but it's blocked by a Preston defender and goes out on that far side for a corner to West Brom. Guys, if you're just joining us, please do drop your comments in the chat. Be great to hear from you, and hit that like button if you could. Corner comes in, but it falls right into the middle of all players, and it's eventually cleared out onto this near side for a throw-in. So West Brom with a corner, with a throw-in on this near side, midway inside the Preston half of the pitch. And another attempt to get across down this near side is blocked off by Preston. So we're going to have another corner for West Brom. But yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much for that, Amy Riggs. Appreciate you getting involved and getting involved in the chat and sharing that with us, mate. So, like I say, appreciate it. Always great to see new people come and getting involved. Stevie Allen is saying hi, Amy. Amy, fingers crossed for you. Absolutely. Nice one, Stevie. So the corner is taken, guys, but it's a bit of a wasted opportunity as it ends up with the goalkeeper. And now the goalkeeper restarts the game at the back for Preston. And Preston looking to build from the back, which might not be the best idea considering how much West Brom have got forward already. And they've... See, that's clearly a tactic that's not looking very well, looking like it'll work very well for Preston tonight. They did try to play it out from the back, but immediately came under pressure from West Brom pressing from the front, and they lost the ball literally within seconds, and it went out on this near side for a throw-in. But West Brom definitely looking the slightly stronger of the two teams at the moment. And now West Brom with a cross into the box, but it's blocked by Preston. And now Preston trying to break on the counter-attack, but a bit of a coming together of players has resulted in the referee blowing the whistle for a foul. And we'll have a free kick to Preston, I think. I think it's Preston that won that free kick. So I was just waiting for the referee to blow the whistle for the free kick. Free kick taken. Long ball up the field on this near side. And it's headed out for another throw-in on this near side to Preston. I'd say roughly midway inside the West Brom half of the pitch. Lindsay to take the throw-in for Preston, and he passes it back to the defence, and Preston switch the play out to that far side. Preston really struggling to get out here. Every time they get in possession, they're getting pressed from West Brom in all areas of the pitch, and it's meaning that Preston really struggling to keep any type of possession at the moment. And now West Brom back in possession as they look to break on Preston. break forward on Preston and straight down the middle of the park and a foul on the West Brom player. And he's showing a bit of frustration there, guys. And I don't know why he's so frustrated, because he actually had a coming together at the start with one of his own players, with one of his own teammates. I think that's why he's showing the frustration, guys. Because, like I say, he tried to get forward right down the middle of the park, found himself coming together with one of his teammates. Both obviously clearly having the same idea, but it's just resulted in nothing coming of that opportunity. "26 minutes gone, guys. We're just having a Preston player getting some medical attention. So there's just a stoppage in the game at the minute. If you're just joining us, guys, please do hit that like button, drop your comments in the chat. Be great to hear from you. Let's just quickly take advantage while there's a stoppage in play and bring you up to scratch what's going on around the grounds. Obviously, the earlier kickoff, Queen's Park Rangers v Luton, finished 3-0 to Luton. It's currently coming up to roughly half-time in most of the other games. It's currently Blackburn Rovers 1, Middlesbrough 0, Coventry City 0, Cardiff City 0, Huddersfield Town 1, Rotherham 0, Millwall 0, Bristol City 0, Wigan Athletic 1, Sunderland 1, West Bromwich Albion 0, Preston North End 0, Blackpool 0, Sheffield United 0. In League One, it's currently Barnsley 0, Fleetwood Town 0, Bristol Rovers 0, Exeter City 1, Forest Green Rovers 0, Burton Albion 0, Morecambe 2, Accrington 0, Oxford United 2, Charlton Athletic 0, Peterborough United 1, Milton Keynes 0, Plymouth Argyle 1, Wickham 0, Portsmouth 1, Ipswich Town 1, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Port Vale 0, Shrewsbury Town 0, Cheltenham 1. And in League Two, Crewe Alexander 0, Carlisle United 2, Barrow 1, Tranmere Rovers 1, Bradford City 1, Harrogate Town 0, Colchester United 0, Wimbledon 0, Doncaster Rovers 3, Rochdale 2, Grimsby Town 1, Salford City 4, Hartlepool United 1, Mansfield Town 0, Northampton Town 0, Swindon Town 1, Sutton United 1, Gillingham 0, and the final game is Walsall 1, Stockport County 1. So that brings you up to date with what's going on around the EFL, guys. Like I say, if you are just joining us, please do feel free to drop your comments in the chat. Be absolutely great to hear from you guys. We are not a club channel. We are very much a fan channel, guys. We're here for you to get involved. This is quite a unique channel that we're hoping to build that helps you guys come together and have a voice in the football world. But the best way we can achieve that success is with your support. So please do consider subscribing if you're new. And like I say, get involved in the live chat. Want to hear from you. I'm just going to share the screen for the team news, guys. So just bear with me a second. That should come up on your screen in a second. There you go. So you can now see the team news. I'm just going to... I'll leave that like that for a minute. I'll change the screen in a second. But there you go, guys. So we've got a throw-in on this near side for West Brom as they pass back to their own defence, deep inside their own half of the pitch, and back to the goalkeeper. Let's just come back to the comments. Ethan Dixon, how's it going, mate? Great to see you in the chat. Appreciate coming getting involved. Come on, North End. Yep. No, not wrong with that, mate. Obviously, they're doing okay at the minute. Obviously, struggling to deal with West Brom's pace at the minute, but they're still very much in the game, and it still could go either way. But slightly, like I say, I've got no preference who wins. I'm watching this completely as a neutral for you guys. But I would, in my honest opinion, I would say that West Brom slightly looking the stronger at the minute. And an opportunity for West Brom as they get inside the box. And it's coming from midfield, and it's West Brom that break into the box with a shot just on this near side of the goal box. And the goalkeeper with an excellent save. And it's gone out for a corner on the far side for West Brom. But it was a good effort there from West Brom as they broke into the box. And I think it was Asanta, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, for West Brom that had that shot on goal. Oh, right. Right, so it's just a bit of confusion at the minute, guys. It is a corner, but there's arguments being made that it should be a penalty. And also, the referee has now just stopped the corner being taken because he wants to have a word with some of the players that seem to be having, shall we say, a disagreement in the box. So the corner is to be retaken. And here in comes the corner from the far side. Crossed, headed on by West Brom player, but it's now gone out on this far side for another corner on this near side, sorry. We'll come to comments in a minute, guys. Just see out what happens with these, develops with these corners. So please do keep your comments coming, guys. I will get to it in a minute. Corner to be taken on this near side for West Brom. Corner comes in. It's deep, right into the middle of the pack of players. Cleared, but only as far as midway inside the Preston half. And West Brom managing to keep possession. And now they switch the play out to that far side. And looking to break into the box. And an opportunity for West Brom. Saved by the keeper. Double save. Absolutely awesome double save there from the keeper. He managed to get a hand to it when the shot came in at first, but not enough to clear it. And the ball came back at him, and he was still under pressure from on-running West Brom players. So he had to make yet a double save to keep it clear of his goal. That was an excellent effort from West Brom, but equalled by the goalkeeper's fantastic double save there to keep Preston with a clean sheet so far. But West Brom definitely looking to pile the pressure on with a couple of opportunities they've had in the last 5 or 10 minutes. But we have to give credit to the Preston goalkeeper for an amazing save there, having to save the ball twice in a matter of seconds. Another opportunity for West Brom as they break into the box, but it's blocked by Preston and now goes out on that far side for another corner to West Brom. So, yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Ethan Dixon. Appreciate you dropping in and getting involved, mate. Are you actually a Preston fan? If you're still there, please do let me know, mate. If you are a Preston fan, always great to know which clubs you guys support. Corner to come in on this from the far side, headed clear, but headed back into the box by West Brom, and West Brom have they scored. They've had the ball in the back of the net, guys. It was headed on, and bit of head tennis going on as the corner came in, but West Brom managing to head it over clear of all the Preston defenders, and it fell just behind the Preston defence. For one of the West Brom forwards to tap it in. But unfortunately, the goal has been disallowed for offside. So, yeah. But obviously, West Brom already having the ball in the back of the net, but not able to make it count as the rule, as they say, the linesman flagged for offside. And game to be restarted with a long ball forward from the Preston goalkeeper, and it's gone out on that far side. For a throw into West Brom. Billy, random clips is saying, rest in peace, Pele. He will be missed. At least he's one of the pain now. Oh, right. Sorry. At least he's out of pain now. Yeah, absolutely, Billy. Well said, mate. Obviously, like I said earlier, an opportunity for West Brom, and it's a goal. Goal for West Brom from about 25 to 30 yards out. Just you could see that coming. Pressure was building from West Brom, and Preston just sitting off a little bit there, and they got cut wide open with a shot coming from midfield from West Brom. It's a beautiful goal from about about 25 yards out, and straight down the middle, and it's a beautiful goal. Just watching the replay now. Yeah, and yeah, it's about 25 yards out, I'd say. It's a beautiful goal right into the bottom corner on the left-hand side of the goal, and the goalkeeper can do absolutely nothing about it. It went the right way, but there was that much pace on the ball, and it's like I say, it was an absolute beautiful shot, and like I say, it leaves the goalkeeper with nothing more than he can do than what he tried to do. He did get over to the right side. He did reach his hand out to it, but like I say, just too much pace on that ball. And it's an absolutely beautiful goal to give West Brom the lead. 36 minutes gone, and it's West Brom 1, Preston North End 0. So yeah, sorry to break off there, Billy. Obviously, a goal happening is always a good reason to break off from the chat. But yeah, absolutely, Billy. All our thoughts and best wishes go out to his family and friends. I'm sure I speak for all you guys when we say that we really do feel for his family and friends at this difficult time. So absolutely, top man, Billy. Thank you very much for pointing that out, mate. West Brom now in possession as they look to move up the field and they switch the play into the middle of the park. Now running forward past the halfway line, and Preston racing to get man back into position. Cross comes in from West Brom, and it's deep, but it's cleared at the back. But I think it's only gone out for another corner for West Brom. So West Brom looking to keep the pressure on here after their opening goal. So we have a corner on this near side for West Brom. And while we wait for the corner to come, we'll just quickly read another comment. Billy Random Clip saying 0-0, 0-0. Well, I think I've gone past that now, mate. Sorry, I'm a bit late with the comments, Anna. It's obviously West Brom scoring early, so it's not going to be a 0-0, mate. But thank you very much for at least getting involved with the score prediction. So thank you very much for that, mate. And the corner comes in. It's cleared, but back towards the corner flag. And another cross comes in from the corner flag, and that's cleared behind for a goal kick to Preston. So, yeah, like I say, unfortunately, Billy, that score prediction not going to be right. Guys, if you're just joining us, please do hit that like button and feel free to get involved in the chat. Like I say, we are not a club channel. We are a fan channel. We want you guys to feel involved in this channel. We're trying to build something new, unique, something a bit different to most other YouTubers. And like I say, we're going to have the best opportunity to be successful with the ambitions we have to build a real fan channel with your support. Preston managing to get forward on a rare occasion there with a slight opportunity, but the goalkeeper for West Brom was equal to it, managed to just clear it with a bit of luck, to be honest, because it kind of ricocheted off his boot, and it's managed to ricochet in the right direction towards a West Brom player. Now we have a West Brom with a throw-in on this near side. But it's gone out. It's gone out again as they take the throw-in. It's ricocheted back and gone out for another throw-in. And West Brom take the throw-in, and now with a cross-field pass out to that far side. But the player that tried to get on the end of that tried to control it by lifting his arms up, and it's actually bounced off his arms, and the referee has blown the whistle for a handball. So Preston to restart the game from just outside of their own goal mouth. The Preston goalkeeper to restart the game. Stephen Allen saying, "Hi Ethan, is Preston your team?" Yeah, absolutely. I did ask that, but I'm not sure if Ethan is still in the chat. But yeah, absolutely. Thanks for that, Stevie. West Brom, sorry guys, I'll keep the game is so active at the minute. I'm not getting much chance to come back to the chat. West Brom in possession now, midway inside the Preston half of the pitch, and switch the play out to this near side. But the long ball forward is intercepted by Preston defenders, and now Preston with a long ball forward up the other end of the pitch, down that far side, and the Preston attacker has managed to get the ball under control, but didn't have much in support. So he very cleverly basically kicked the ball at a West Brom defender, and it ricocheted off the defender and out for a throw-in to give Preston the opportunity to get forward on as they've not had that opportunity much in the early stages of this game. Preston now take the throw-in out on that far side, and they switch the play back up to the halfway line to their defenders as they look to try and keep some possession. And now back to the goalkeeper, who switches the play back out to that far side, and it's a West Brom head that clears it, and it's out on the far side for a throw-in, roughly midway. Well, just in front of the halfway line inside the Preston half of the pitch. So Preston now looking to build again from the back. They're doing a lot of passing back at the minute, Preston. So it's difficult to see how they're going to create much on goal when they keep passing it back to the keeper like they are doing in this early stages. So yeah, thanks, Stevie. Amara Atsela. Apologies if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly, mate. But thank you very much for coming, getting involved. Always appreciated. A goal. I'm not sure what you're saying there exactly, mate. But thank you very much for coming, getting involved at least. Ethan Dixon saying, yes, I am. Yes, you are. All right, Preston fan. So is that what you're meaning? Yeah, right. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Just had to back up the comment. So Ethan Dixon is a Preston fan. Not wrong with that, mate. Great club with lots of history, and a club I have a lot of respect for. And I'll tell you a bit more about that half time if you want to know, guys. A corner taken for Preston on that far side, but the opportunity is wasted as the corner is taken. It's cleared, and then it's ended up on this near side, going out for a throw-in. So Preston with a rare opportunity with a corner on the far side, but not able to do much with it. So it's just 43 and a half minutes gone, guys. It's still West Brom 1, Preston North End 0. So we're coming close to the half-time mark. If you're just joining us, guys, please do hit that like button and drop your comments in the chat. We want to hear from you guys. Like I say, this is very much a fan channel, not a club channel. So we're always wanting you guys to get involved. West Brom now in possession on the halfway line on the near side with a long ball forward, but unfortunately the West Brom players, attacking players, unable to take advantage of that, as it basically the ball forward ended up going straight towards the Preston keeper, who picks it up and regains possession for Preston. Long ball forward for Preston, and it's wasted again. I don't know why Preston keep doing this, because they're just giving away possession to West Brom. They're really, really struggling at the minute, Preston, to get any kind of serious possession going forward. They're still trying, and now they're on the move going forward down this near side, but they cut back inside into midfield, switch the play out to that far side, and a bit of a nasty tackle there from a West Brom player. And the referee has tried to let play continue, but he's then realised that there is no advantage, and he's blown for a free kick for Preston, and rightly so, in my opinion, to be fair, guys, because like I say, I'm watching this completely as a neutral, but in fairness, that was a bit of an uncalled for tackle, because it was a tackle from behind, and when you tackle from behind like that, you're never going to get the decision. Never going to get the decision. So the referee currently just giving a few words of wisdom to some of the players that are arguing with him, and he's just booked the West Brom player for the tackle from behind. So just waiting for the corner to, for the free kick to be taken. So while we're waiting for that, we'll read out some comments. CT is saying booing, booing. Okay, CT. Well, thanks for coming, getting involved, mate. I'm not sure exactly what you're meaning by that. Booing, booing. If you can clarify, that would be great. But at least appreciate you coming, getting involved, mate. Sorry, don't understand what you're meaning by that. Stephen Allen is saying booing at the goal, CT. So just a free kick to be taken for Preston. Four-man wall. Corner, free kick taken, but it's deep and it's miles away from the goal and ends up going out to the far side. But Preston managing to keep possession and now bring it back into midfield with another opportunity to get forward. And now we've got another foul stoppage for a foul for a tackle from behind again, except this time it's the other way around. It's the Preston player tackling the West Brom player from behind with a bit of a heavy shoulder barge and a high foot that did look at, obviously, it's hard to see it when it's at full speed, but that high foot did look a little bit dangerous, but the camera angle might not be doing it justice. So we're having a free kick for West Brom midway inside their own half of the pitch to be taken by the goalkeeper. And this might be the last kick of the first half. Long ball forward for West Brom, out to that far side, headed on, and it goes out behind for a goal kick to Preston. A bit of a wasted opportunity there for West Brom. We'll come to the comments in a second, guys. We should be able to get through a few comments in a minute. We're just coming to the halfway mark. 2 minutes have been added on, and we've already played the 2 minutes. So the goalkeeper now to restart the game from Preston's perspective. Long ball up the field, and there goes the halftime whistle. So at the minute, at the halftime break, it's currently West Brom 1, Preston North End 0. Good first half for West Brom. I think Preston did give a good account of themselves overall in that first half, but struggled to get any kind of serious possession and make it count. But you'd like to think that maybe the halftime break will do them a little bit of a favour so they can reorganise, refocus, and come up with a plan of attack, because West Brom definitely looking the slightly stronger of the two teams and looking hungry to get a victory at home. So Preston with work to do. And like I say, a good first half for both teams, but it's West Brom that lead the pitch with the advantage. So guys, please just joining us. Please do hit that like button and drop your comments in the chat. Be great to hear from you. And consider subscribing if you're new. At least give us a chance. See if you like what the channel's about. Like I say, we're a true fan channel. We're not a club channel. Stevie Allen is saying, cool, Ethan. They still have time to turn it around. Absolutely. Like I say, I'm going to tell you quickly now. I've got a soft spot for Preston because they showed when a certain club, my club that I support, was in financial trouble. And also Bury FC was also in financial trouble. But my club, particularly Bolton, was in financial trouble a couple of years ago. We didn't see much help coming from the big clubs that you would expect down the road, the likes of Man City and Man United and Liverpool. But Preston was one of the first clubs to step up to the plate to help Bolton when they was going through all that difficulty. They gave food vouchers to all the Bolton Wanderers staff to help them get through the difficult period when the club was almost bankrupt and the club staff were not receiving wages. And Preston stepped up with food vouchers for all the Bolton Wanderers staff to help out. So for me, Preston is a club that I think fondly of because they have the right thinking about being an important part of the football community and looking to help other clubs in distress where they can, if it's possible. So I have a lot of respect for Preston doing that. Everton also did it, in fairness. I also have to give a mention to Everton because they helped as well. But considering that Preston are not one of the richest clubs in the local area surrounding Bolton, they didn't have to help, but they did. And for me, that was really showing what the football community is about, especially when there's two very rich clubs down the road in Manchester that didn't lift a finger to help. So, yeah, just got to point that one out. So there you go, guys. Let's get through some of these comments while it's half time. Billy Random's Clips is saying every fan is welcome on this channel. Absolutely, mate. We are not a club channel. We are very much trying to build a unique fan channel that helps you guys have a voice in football. At the minute, yes, we are doing a lot of match watch-alongs, but that's so that the fan community can find us and learn about us because we are quite new to the football YouTube community. But we're trying to build something new, unique here, guys. And any support you guys give is massively appreciated. And like I say, we want you guys to feel involved. So you can get involved in the live chat. You can even get in touch with me, come on the show. You can send me shorts from your match day experiences, and we share them on the channel. Little short 60-second clips. We will also mention you in the 60-second clip as well. So you get the credit for sharing that clip. You can also get involved with stuff we're doing on Facebook and particularly Instagram. You can also follow us on Twitter as well, although our activity on Twitter is a bit quieter at the minute. A lot of the social media stuff we're doing at the minute is more on Facebook and Instagram. But in the future, guys, we will be growing the Fanden ambitions on all social media platforms. So please do, guys, feel welcome to get involved because, like I say, trying to build a channel where all fans can come and feel a part of what we're doing. Stevie Allen is saying, thanks, Billy. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, Billy. Top man. Really do appreciate you mentioning that because it does save me going into detail when you guys mention it occasionally. Obviously, I've just gone into detail, but that's just to explain to people that might not know. But you guys mentioning it does help, especially when sometimes I've got plenty of other stuff to talk about. Jim Downing is saying, Boeing, West Brom goal. Right, no worries, mate. Jimmy Downing, thank you for coming, getting involved. Always great to see new faces, mate. Are you actually a West Brom fan? If you're still there, mate, please do let me know. But thank you very much for coming, dropping your comment in the chat and getting involved. Very great. Always great to see new faces. But like I said, Jimmy Downing, please do let me know what club you support, mate. Stevie Allen has put, hi, Jimmy. You a Preston fan, mate? Think most people in the chat are wishing for a Preston win. I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, it's a bit difficult to say yet, but thank you very much for that, Stevie. Maybe you've got a bit better idea than I have because obviously the game has been fast and frantic so far in the first half, and I have not had much opportunity to talk to you guys in the chat with the game being so active. So thanks for that, Stevie. Harry Bettany, how's it going, mate? Welcome to Football Fan Den. Great to see you and have you involved in the chat. I am a Preston fan. Come on, the Whites. It's the Lily Whites, isn't it? Isn't that what you guys are called, mate? It's the Lily Whites. But yeah, absolutely. Great to see you in the chat, mate, and coming, giving a bit of Preston representation to the chat. And might be pleased to know, Harry, one of our other regular viewers. Obviously, some fans come in regular, some fans, you guys have your own stuff coming on, so some fans might not come on for a few weeks because they got personal stuff. But I can tell you, the fans that I know when you guys are joining, and I know that one of our other regular fans from America that comes in, getting involved occasionally, is also a Preston fan and is regularly messaging me on social media wanting to talk about the Lily Whites. So thank you very much for that, Harry, and really great to have you involved, mate. Harry Bettany, apologies if I'm not pronouncing your second name correctly, mate. The more I see you guys, hopefully the more I get your names correctly. But Harry Bettany is saying, I say 2-1 Preston North End. Well, that's still possible, mate. That's a good shout. It's still very possible. Just to let you know, guys, the possession stats have just come up, and it's 75% possession for West Brom, and it's saying 72% possession for Preston, which is actually quite a surprise because even though, like I say, I'm completely neutral in this game, guys. I do not have any preference. I'm trying to, out of respect for you guys, whenever I do these games, I try to be as neutral as possible. But the point I was trying to make is, for me sitting here, it did look like Preston was struggling a little bit with the possession, or at least struggling to keep possession, with the fact that West Brom was playing at such high intensity and pressing the ball when they weren't in possession. So, yeah. But like I say, Harry, you're still well on track to potentially get your score prediction correct, mate. So thank you very much for coming sharing that with us. And like I say, we still got a whole second half of football to be played where the result could change. Harry Battany, apologies, like I say, if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly, mate. You'll have to correct me if I'm getting it wrong. He's saying, how do you do that, mate? How do I do what? Sorry, if you could clarify, Harry. I'm confused with what you're meaning there, mate. So my apologies if I'm not following what you mean. If you could just let me know, and I'll try and give you an answer. Stevie Allen saying, hi, Harry. Good shout. It's defo possible. Absolutely. Obviously talking about the score prediction from Harry, which is definitely still possible. Poker Trainer 62. Come on, North End. Absolutely, mate. Thank you very much for that. And great to see you come and getting involved, mate. I'm presuming that maybe you are also a Preston fan. So it looks like we have a few Preston fans in the chat tonight, which is always great to see. A good representation of the fan community from the clubs that we're actually streaming about. So yeah, absolutely. Poker Training 62. Do you have a score prediction, mate? If you do, please do let us know in the chat before the second half restarts, if you could, please, mate. But thank you very much, Poker Training 62. Really great to see new faces in the chat. So thank you very much for coming, getting involved. Harry Bettany is saying, it's okay, just say Harry. Okay, mate. Yep, no worries. I always try to mention your names because I know some of you guys also might have YouTube channels that you want mentioning, or your name represents your social media account or something like that. So occasionally I will mention your full name when I can, though, as well, Harry. But thank you very much for letting me know that you're happy with me just to call you Harry. That's really appreciated, mate. Top man. Sorry, guys, we just seem to have left the thing open. And just let that refresh. It does always tend to go off a little bit. Keep your comments coming, though, guys. Great to hear from you. Love to hear from you guys. Like I say, want you guys to feel that this channel is your channel and that you can come and have your opinion heard. And that's a big part of the future of FanDead. So, yeah, thank you very much for that, Harry. I appreciate you clearing that up for me, mate. Harry also saying Preston North End need the win. Yeah, like I say, we can have a quick look, guys. Just bear with me a second. I'll just sorry. I'm just gonna get rid of that. So if you just bear with me a second, I'm just gonna share the table with you guys, so that you can see what's going on in the table, how that would leave the table at the minute. So just bear with me a second. Hopefully that's come up on your screen now, guys. So there you go. You can just see the table now. If it stays like that, obviously there's other games going on tonight around the championship, so the table could change. But as it stands, obviously West Brom would stay. It would be up to 9th in the table, and Preston, obviously, as the guys are telling us in the chat. Preston could definitely do with something out of this game to help them avoid sliding further down the league, as they currently sit in 14th place. I would love to be honest, guys. I'd really like to see Preston make a push for the playoffs one season, because they're consistently a competitive team in the Championship. They just never quite managed to get enough momentum going to actually get into them Premier League playoff positions. But it would be great to see Preston get up there and potentially have a chance of getting up into the Premier League. Just because, from my point of view as a football fan, I just know that the club would be massively appreciative of just one big payday of one season in the Premier League, which would massively help a club like Preston. So yeah, anyway, thanks for that, Harry. Really appreciate it, top man, mate. Poker Training 62, how do you watch it? How do I watch it? I watch it by paying for it, mate. I'm paying for a lot of the channels that I'm using to live stream, so that I can help get the Fan Den project on the go, mate. So I'm not sure. Obviously, there is other ways you can get it through live stream sites and stuff like that. If you want to get in touch with me on social media, I can certainly try and point you in the right direction. But obviously, with the YouTube guidelines, I'm not able to tell you stuff like that on the channel, unfortunately, mate. But always happy to tell you what I know about how you can access games if you contact me on social media. So if you guys do want to contact me or follow me on Instagram or Twitter, do that. And as you will see, if you're interested in Fan Den, I will always be happy to follow you guys back. I'm always happy to follow fans back that are interested. I'm not bothered about having a million followers and not following anybody back. I don't manage Fan Den like that. I show respect to the fan community that supports the project, and I will always be happy to follow you guys back. So, like I say, you can get in touch with me on social media. Well, thanks for that, Poker Training. Hopefully, I might hear from you at some point on social media, and see if I can help you out with getting for streams and things like that. Harry Band betting it's saying it always 1.5. It's always 1.5. Sorry, Harry. I'm a bit thrown off with that comment, mate. Can you please explain a little better what you mean by that, mate? Apologies, I'm just not understanding. Unless, is it following on from another comment, your previous comment? Let me just see. Like I say, sorry, Harry, I'm not following. I'm presuming you're meaning there's another half to turn it round. I'm presuming that's what you might mean, mate. So I'll take it as that. But if that's not what you're meaning, please do drop a comment in the chat, mate, to clear that up so I can understand what you're meaning exactly. But apologies, Harry. Guys, if you do drop a comment in, please try, if you're meaning it for me to read out, please try and make sure that I can try and make out what it is you're wanting to say. To reduce the confusion, because like I said, I very much want you guys to feel a part of the channel, which is why I take the time to try and read out as many comments as possible. Poker Training 62 is saying Preston 3, West Brom 1. That, mate, that's a great shout. It's an ambitious shout with being 1-0 down, but it's certainly not impossible. So yeah, absolutely, mate. Let's obviously, from my point of view, just want to see more goals. But yeah, for you guys that are in the chat, I'd love, obviously, if we've got a lot of Preston fans in the chat, then obviously, yeah, I would love to see it go Preston's way for you guys to get a bit more points on the board and climb up the table. But like I say, out of respect for you guys, I do try to stay neutral in as many games as possible. But the only games you won't see me neutral on, and even then you'll still see me respectful, is when my own club is playing. And I'm sure you guys can understand that I would obviously want to support my own club and them to get the win. But 99% of the time when I'm on Fan Den, I try to be as neutral as possible. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Poker Training 62. Joey is saying, didn't know that, mate. Preston, Bolton, that's great to hear. Respect to Preston. Absolutely, Joey. Yeah, like I said, this is the beauty. One of the things I really love about the channel, guys, that we've all got football knowledge. Real football fans like you guys and like myself that love football. That it's a big part of our lives. We've all got knowledge about football, and there's that much football stuff to learn that it's just there's never and it's just you can just it's like a never-ending book in it. And the beauty of doing the channel and you guys coming together and us creating this positive fan community is that we can all share knowledge with each other and learn more about the game and find out more interesting facts. Like I say, I've got football knowledge, but I'm sure as we continue to build the channel, you guys are going to teach me a lot of things about football stuff that you guys are a lot more familiar with than I am. I was always, and that's one of the things I look forward to in the future as we build the channel. That I'm going to probably learn a lot of things from you guys with you sharing your football knowledge. So absolutely, Joey, thanks for that, mate. And like I say, yes, Preston definitely making that massive effort when Bolton were in all that financial trouble. The game has just restarted, guys. So it's obviously we're kicking off now with the second half, and it's currently West Brom 1, Preston 0. So just as we get into that second half, I'm just going to try and read out one or two more comments before we get back into the game. Jacob in Jake saying, "Come on, you lily whites!" Absolutely. Great to see you, Jacob. Thank you very much for getting involved in. Oh, sorry, he put the first comment. Hi, mate. Sorry, I'm reading your second comment. My apologies, Jacob. Jacob saying hi, mate, and hi to you, Jacob. Thank you very much for getting involved. It's absolutely great to see new fans in the chat, and really appreciate you getting involved, mate. Jacob also saying, "Come on, you lily whites." So obviously, I'm presuming. Jacob is a big Preston fan. So thank you very much for that, Jacob. And like I say, really appreciate you getting involved, mate. I will come back to keep your comments coming, guys. We'll come back to the chat in a minute. Just to let you know, the game restarted. We're just a minute and a half into the second half. Still West Brom 1, Preston 0. And Preston having a little bit of early possession here. But coming under pressure from West Brom in the early stages. But now Preston getting forward, but it's cut out by the West Brom defence, who then pass it back to the keeper to clear the danger. So yeah, guys, like I say, if you're just joining us, please do hit that like button, drop your comments in the chat. It'd be great to hear from you guys. It's only 1-0 in the game. So feel free to drop any score predictions in that you might have as well. But thank you very much, Jacob and Jake. Great to hear you are a Preston fan, and thank you very much for getting involved. Matthew 09 is saying, yes, Preston need a win. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Obviously, you guys have made it quite clear to me that Preston are in need of the points tonight. So as I say, just going to switch that back. As you can see, that's what it does for the league. But just going to switch back to the other so you guys can see the teams. There you go. And we'll switch to that camera angle so you can see better me talking. So hopefully that's better for you guys. There you go. So we're just having a stoppage at the minute for a foul. Oh, it's a coming together, guys. Basically, something and nothing. It's just a coming together of players. But the referee has deemed it a free kick to Preston. So we're just waiting for that free kick to be taken. I'm just can't see from this camera angle. I'm just waiting to see what the camera angle is to work out how far away from goal this is. I think it's about 30 yards to the far side of the pitch. And a corner. The set piece is taken. The pass comes in and it's headed on by Preston, but it's straight into the goalkeeper's hands, and Preston unable to make much more of that opportunity. But now they regain possession at the back as as West Brom attempted to break on the counter attack, but they only managed to get up into the the Preston half of the pitch before they lost the ball to Preston's defence. Now Preston back in possession, looking to build down this near side of the pitch as they pass back to their defence and look to play the ball forward. And now we have another foul, but the referee has ruled to continue play, to play the advantage. And Preston with a cross into the box, and it's deep. And the keeper just managing to get a hand to that to knock it past his goal. But Preston still managing to keep possession. And now it's headed a pass comes in, a cross comes in from Preston, and it's headed clear by West Brom, and it's out on that far side for a corner to Preston. So Preston come out with a bit between the teeth, it seems, in this second half, guys. Are really motivated to obviously to try and get themselves back in this game and see if they can find an equaliser. 50 minutes gone, guys, and it's still West Brom 1, Preston 0. Corner comes in for Preston on from the far side, deep right into the middle of the players, headed back out from Preston defenders. Another cross comes in, but it falls straight into the arms of the West Brom goalkeeper. Obviously, Preston now looking to push forward. Oh, it's a great ball forward, that, and it's Preston defender just not managing to get on the end of it, and it's a West Brom attacker that manages to get it under his control, and he crosses it into the box, but it's cleared, and now Preston on the move forward as they look to get forward down that far side of the pitch, but it comes to nothing, and now West Brom back in possession as they look to try and push back up the other end of the field. So West Brom with a long ball up the field, but it's straight to the Preston defence. And now the Preston defenders just passing it about at the back, switch the play from left to right, and out onto this near side now, as they're just probing the West Brom defence for gaps. Guys, if you're just joining us, please do hit that like button, drop your comments in the chat. Want to hear from you guys. All fans, welcome on Fan Den. West Brom now in possession as they look to move the ball up the field onto the halfway line, but then suddenly lose it to Preston with a little bit of sloppy play. And now Preston switch the ball out to that far side, and now they're passing it about with their defenders, and they across from the halfway line forward out to this near side is headed clear by West Brom, and Preston take the throw in quickly, and now Preston keep possession but move the ball back to their defence, and now back to the goalkeeper. Preston with a long ball forward down the far side. And it's just headed out for a throw-in to Preston, midway inside the West Brom half of the pitch. A great attendance tonight, guys, at the Albion. Lots of fans in the stadium. Obviously, a well-supported team. West Brom, as well as Preston. Obviously, a very well-supported team as well. But it's amazing. Just shows, doesn't it, guys? We've seen a lot of full stadiums during the holiday break, during the Christmas break. So it just goes to show how much these TV companies impact the attendances and people's work commitments as well. Long ball down the field, and it's gone out. It's gone out for, I think it's a goal kick to West Brom. So it's a perfect opportunity to come back to the chat. We're just having it looks like a double substitution for West Brom. So it's Thomas Thomas Ridges coming off and John Swift coming on. I don't. Right. Well, maybe they're just making one change. There was 2 players stood on the touchline that were going to make a double substitution, but we've only actually seen 1 player changed. So yeah, we've got a free kick there for. Free kick taken, and it's long up the field and goes out on this near side for a West Brom throw-in. So while we take that throw-in, guys, just going to quickly go through the scores in the other games, just to quickly bring you guys up to date. Not much to report at the minute. Preston in possession, but deep inside their own half. In the earlier kickoff, it was Queen's Park Rangers, Luton, and it finished 3-0 to Luton. The 7:45 kickoffs, it's currently in the Championship. Blackburn Rovers 1, Middlesbrough 2, Coventry City 0, Cardiff City 0, Huddersfield Town 2, Rotherham United 0, Millwall 0, Bristol City 0, Wigan Athletic 1, Sunderland 2, West Bromwich Albion 1, Preston North End 0, as we know, and Blackpool 0, Sheffield United 1. That brings you up to date in the Championship. Just seen another opportunity there for West Brom, but it's great opportunity, but it's pinged off the top of the crossbar and ends up with a free kick for Preston from the goalkeeper as Preston regain possession. Just to quickly go around the other grounds, guys. In League One, it's currently Barnsley 1, Fleetwood Town 0, Bristol Rovers 2, Exeter City 2, Forest Green Rovers 0, Burton Albion 1, Morecambe 2, Accrington 0, Oxford United 2, Charlton Athletic 1, Peterborough United 2, Milton Keynes Dons 0, Plymouth Argyle 1, Wickham 0, Portsmouth 2, Ipswich Town 1, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Port Vale 0, Shrewsbury Town 0, Cheltenham Town 1. And in League 2, it's finished. Oh, an opportunity, break off. An opportunity for West Brom, and they've scored their 3rd goal. Beautiful goal coming in from that far side, and just West Brom just breaking into the box and leaving the Preston defenders at 6s and 7s a little bit, and they just managed to slot it. I'm just going to wait for the replay, guys. Apologies, I just missed that then. Trying to give you guys an update on the other games. Yeah, that was Preston created all their own problems there, guys. It was from the goalkeeper. What he was thinking there, the Preston goalkeeper was in possession. He's passed it out to a defender, to one of the Preston defenders. The Preston defender was not in a good position to receive the ball, surrounded by 3 West Brom players. And immediately, both 2 of the West Brom players have pounced on him, creating him to be kind of sandwiched, if you like. And the West Brom have managed to nick the ball back and get the ball back in the box and slotted the goal home. So real disappointing goal to concede that from Preston. The goalkeeper, many questions to answer at the end of this game for taking that. We've seen it yesterday and all in the other game. I think it was Leeds. I think we saw it happen as well. We keep seeing this. This is the problem with this passing, playing out from the back, guys. I know it's fashionable football at the minute, but you can only play that style of play if you've got the players for it. And we're seeing too many teams trying to play that way when they haven't got the players to do it. And then they wonder why they're getting all sorts of trouble at the back and lose possession and end up conceding goals like Preston have just conceded. That was a really, really poor goal to concede from a Preston point of view, and the rest of the team must be devastated because it's just a bad decision from the Preston goalkeeper. And now another opportunity for West Brom as the Preston defender loses possession, and he's put yet again in an awkward position with a pass back. And Santa for West Brom putting the pressure on the defender and getting him in all sorts of panic. Manages to get the ball back off him and takes a shot, but it's gone wide with a deflection. But yeah, Preston having a really rocky period in their defence at the minute, and it won't help when you've got a goalkeeper that adds the pressure like that. It's really disappointing that from the goalkeeper. I do feel for the Preston players in that position, any team in that position. When your goalkeeper makes a poor decision like that costs you, it's going to take the whole team to rally to try and correct that. So West Brom in high spirits. You can hear the fans singing. So we've got a corner for West Brom. Going to watch this corner and then I'll bring you up to date with what's going on in League Two, guys. Corner comes in towards the near post and it's cleared out to the far side, but the referee has decided to blow for a foul, and now we will have a free kick to Preston, which will relieve the pressure on the Preston back four. Back line. I'm not sure they're playing a back four today, actually, to be honest. So just to bring you guys up to date, what's going on in League Two. Obviously, just did League One and Championship a minute ago. The earlier kickoff, Crewe Alexander and Carlisle United finished 3-0 to Carlisle United. Barrow 1, Tranmere Rovers 1, still playing, obviously, these games. Bradford City 1, Harrogate Town 0. Colchester United 1, Wimbledon 1, Doncaster Rovers 3, Rochdale 3, Grimsby Town 1, Salford City 4, Hartlepool United 1, Mansfield Town 2, Northampton Town 0, Swindon Town 2, and Sutton United 1, Gillingham 0, and also Walsall 0, Stockport County 2. So there you go, guys. That quickly brings you up to speed with the results around the other grounds. We're just currently with a throw-in for West Brom midway inside their own half of the pitch. Long ball forward from the throw-in, and West Brom managed to keep possession and now push up into the Preston half of the field. And the momentum really with West Brom at the moment. Preston are looking a little bit panicked in their back line, which is really disappointing. They played a reasonably good first half considering they're the away team. I've got to give credit to both teams. They both made a good game of it. But I have to give credit to Preston for the first half. Yes, they conceded the goal, but that was about the only mistake they made in the first half. They did give a good account of themselves, but in this second half, I'm not sure what's happened. The first 5 minutes, they came out all guns blazing, looking to get forward, looking to create opportunities. And then since then, they seem to have succumbed to the pressure from West Brom, and then they've just looked like they've got mistakes in them. They're making mistakes, and they look like they've got mistakes and just looking a bit panicked in the defence. So it's very difficult to see how Preston are going to potentially get back into this when their defenders are looking so panicked. We've just seen a double substitution for West Brom, guys. So it's Sante off, Enrique on. And I'm not sure, just trying to work out who the other player that's been switched. Sorry, guys, I missed who the second player was being changed. Although I'm not sure if they did change the second player because it looked like they were making a double substitution earlier and it ended up just being one player. There seems to be an extra player standing on the touchline for some reason. So Preston restart the game with the goalkeeper at the back, long ball forward into the up to the halfway line, right into the mix of players, and it's West Brom that pick up possession, and now West Brom on the attack on the edge of the goal area of Preston with a shot high and wide, and no serious danger there for Preston, but really looking difficult now for where Preston could potentially get back into this game. So let's quickly go to the comments, see what you guys are saying. Guys, if you're just joining us, please do feel free drop your comments in the chat. Like I say, we're not a club channel. We're very much a fan channel for all fans to get involved in. So please do hit that like button and come and get involved. KD UK is saying, what's this rubbish? What's this rubbish? What's this rubbish card? Where's the game then? The game's on TV, mate. The game's on TV. If you want to watch the game, you have to pay for it, mate. You know, that's the way it works. So obviously, I appreciate you coming, dropping in the chat, mate, getting involved. Obviously, we want more fans involved as possible. But obviously, if you think it's rubbish, then, you know, obviously this is not the channel for you, is it, mate? I always try to be respectful as long as people give respect. But if you're going to come on here disrespecting what we're trying to do, then I won't take to it very kindly, and I won't be very respectful. No offense, but if you want respect, you give respect. And if you want to watch the game, mate, you do what everybody else has to do. You pay for it. So yeah, if it's rubbish to you, mate, that's fair enough. But obviously, I'm not really too bothered about one individual's opinion that showed up for 2 minutes and comes out with criticism like that. Joey's saying, entitled to your opinion. KD, go and pay for Sky then, and you can watch it. Absolutely. Well said, Joey. Like I say, you guys that come on regularly, I always try to be respectful, but I'm very honest and upfront with people. I will give respect as much as possible, but if people come on making inappropriate comments like that, being disrespectful, then I'm the type of guy who will give it right back. I don't look for a problem with people, but like I've said many times on the channel, if you want respect, you give respect. So yeah, absolutely. Well said, Joey. Thanks for that, mate. Appreciate that. Like I say, some people think that everything in life is free, don't they? Joey is saying, what a shame for Preston. Yeah, they're having a bit of a tough time at the minute, mate. But like I say, I think it's got to the point now where West Brom's just so much more superior, or look to be more superior and more confident on the ball, that I think it's maybe a little bit of a trying damage limitation for Preston now. 66 minutes gone, and yes, I would love them to obviously try and get something out of the game. I've no preference who wins this game, but obviously seeing where Preston are in the league, they do need to get some points on the board. So from a neutral perspective, yes, it's would be nice to see them get some points on the board. But also from a West Brom point of view, I know that they've been having a tough time. They might not be showing it in the league position, but there's been a lot of disharmony in the last 18 months at West Brom, and I know that from speaking to Baggies fans, a lot of disharmony with the managerial changes, the ownership, and stuff like that. So yeah, we have to also acknowledge that even though West Brom might be higher up the league, there is some fans that are not happy with how West Brom season's gone so far. So absolutely, Joey. Like I say, we do understand that Preston want some points on the board, and we hope they get some points on the board very soon to climb up that league. But unfortunately, it's not really going their way today. And to be fair, I understand if West Brom fans are bouncing because, like I say, I can only go off what I've been told of West Brom fans, but I know there's been a lot of frustration within the community of West Brom fans about things going on off the field and stuff at West Brom. So yeah, as well as issues with the manager and stuff like that. So like I say, for fan morale, obviously it's a shame both teams can't get something out of this game tonight to just give both sets of fans some positivity going into the rest of the season. But as we know, guys, football can be cruel sometimes with results. So yeah, thank you very much, Joey, and appreciate that, mate. Joey's saying, do you ever take a breather, Gaz? Laugh out loud. I don't know. I actually had Richard telling me the other night that he said he thought I was a natural because I can just keep talking, and he said he didn't know how I did it. I don't know how I do it. I'm just natural. I'm very confident as a person, outspoken, and I've always been a bit of a talker and like to express myself. Sometimes you do see on the rare occasion I do pause for a minute, but obviously I'm just trying to get better at being a host of the channel, mate, and keeping it interesting for you guys to watch. Obviously, I've watched other YouTubers and what they do, and I've seen that a lot of other YouTubers that do this kind of thing, match watch-alongs, they have long pauses for like sometimes like 5 minutes where they just don't say nothing, and that must be so boring for the audience. Even if people actually want to support them, it must be really, disheartening for anybody that wants to support them kind of channels when the host of the channel has massive long pauses and doesn't say nothing for like a good few minutes. So I don't know. I'm just trying to keep the momentum going. Yeah, I take it. I don't mind that, mate. I take that on board. I know I do. I do have what you might call a motor mouth. I don't shut up. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't bother you guys too much. But yeah, no worries, Joey. Absolutely take that as it's intended, as a bit of fun and constructive observation. So yeah, no worries, mate. So apologize if I don't take a breather, but like I say, just trying to get better and improve as a YouTube host. So hopefully my rambling on isn't too annoying to you guys. So balls in possession, guys, with the long ball, from the goalkeeper to up the field. Both teams scrapping it out, but the referee has just blown for a foul. I'm not sure exactly what foul it was. We're 70 minutes gone, guys, and it's still West Brom 2, Preston 0. So it's a free kick to West Brom as they look to build again. So yeah, thank you very much for that, Joey. Appreciate that comment. No wrong with that, mate. I take that as it's intended, as positive, friendly criticism, or friendly observation, not criticism, observation. Jacob and Jake. Oh dear. Oh dear. All right, mate. I'm sorry. Yeah, unfortunately, Preston conceded that second goal. Disappointing for you guys that are Preston fans. Like I say, yeah, we are neutral on here, but in future games, I am going to be rooting for you guys to try and pick up some points so you can climb up that league. Because, like I say, after what your club did to help my club, I can't help but not have a little bit of a soft spot for Preston. So, yeah, sorry, Jacob. It is disappointing you guys are 2-0 down. But like I say, I've seen promising spells from you guys that you're going to do okay for the pick up points. I think a big part of your season is going to be your home form and whether you can pick up results at home. Just had another opportunity for West Brom inside the box, and it's shot taken, but it's deflected off of a Preston defender and goes out for a corner on that far side. So apparently West Brom have had 17 attempts on goal, guys. 17 attempts. That's not too bad in 72 minutes for a championship team. That just shows that they are potentially making a really strong statement that they should be back in the Premier League. So that's quite an interesting start for you guys. Alfie Morgan is saying, how's it going? How's it going, Alfie? Great to see you come and get involved, mate. Always a pleasure to have new people in the chat. Alfie saying, laugh out loud for Preston. I'm a Baggies fan. Well, fair enough, mate. Your team are doing you proud at the minute. But let's be honest, if you're West Brom fan, I know from talking to West Brom fans, you guys have had a little bit of disharmony and not been happy with some of the things going on at your club. There was obviously a dip in form. You guys were struggling a while back. So obviously we're here to be neutral. We're not no preference, but you can understand if there's some disappointed Preston fans in the chat, mate. I hope you at least understand that because I know as West Brom is a fantastic club, a great club. But like I say, I know that you guys have been unhappy with some of the stuff going on at your club and results as well. previously. So please do be understanding that Preston fans might be disappointed with the way they have losing this game, especially with the second goal that they conceded. Because let's be honest, that was a stupid mistake from the Preston goalkeeper that has helped West Brom have this 2-goal lead. And like I said, for me, West Brom is a Premier League club, should be in the Premier League. But like I say, there's not everything is happy days at that club, or hasn't been in the last 12 months or so. Which is why I'm trying to be a bit understanding that the Preston fans might be a little bit unhappy at the minute where they see themselves in the league. But thank you very much for that, Alfie Morgan. I appreciate coming getting involved, mate. Really appreciate that. And like I say, great to have a Baggies fan coming, dropping in the chat and sharing thoughts. Jacob and Jake is saying, I'm a Preston North fan, by the way. All right, cool. I thought you was, mate. I thought you was. So, yeah, no worries, mate. Like I say, I'll be looking out after this game and hoping that Preston start to put some points on the board after this one. Because, like I said, as much as I love you guys to turn this around, what I'm watching, it's not happening. Every time Preston try and get forward, you're losing the ball quite easily. And Brett, as the game wears on, West Brom just growing in confidence, and it's giving them more belief. And it's just really a shame that your goalkeeper made that mistake. But not to worry, guys. We have to take the good with the bad. True football fans do that. They accept the good with the bad. But at the same time, you're also allowed to express your frustration when the team is not playing to the standard that you know and expect. So, yeah, thanks for letting us know that, Jacob and Jake. Ball's out on that far side with West Brom on the halfway line as they now come back inside to midfield, but switch the play again back out to the far side. And they're just looking to keep a spell of possession at the minute. That's disrespectful. I think the West Brom fans are being a little bit disrespectful now. They're cheering the passes that West Brom are making, and no problem with fans enjoying the victory. But it's 2-0. It's 2-0. You don't start olaying every pass that's made at 2-0, especially when one of them goals that you've scored was scored with a massive piece of luck from a mistake from the opposition. You know, so it's a little bit off in it, guys, to be olaying. You normally olay at like 4 and 5-0, not at 2-0. So I think that's a little bit out of order, that, from the West Brom fans. I get that they're pleased that their team's putting in a performance, but let's be honest, you know, like I say, we like to speak honest football talk here, not just blow smoke. And let's be honest, West Brom are winning this game, and deservedly so, but they have had an element of luck along the way as well. It's not like they've steamrolled Preston. So to be olaying at 2-0 is a little bit disrespectful, I think. But yeah, thanks for that, Jacob. We're just having substitution, guys. We've got 2 subs coming on, I think. Now it looks like 2 subs now for West Brom. We've got a throw in on this near side, midway inside the Preston half for West Brom. Throw in comes in short, and West Brom with a cross up the field, and it falls straight to the Preston defence, who now switch it out to the far side and look to get some momentum building to press up the field. Preston still in possession, but forced backwards by the press, the defensive press from West Brom, and they need to get it forward. Preston, this is where they're making mistakes. Their defence doesn't look very confident. Long ball up the field for Preston, and now Preston break into the box, and they've just run it out, and it goes out for a goal kick to West Brom. under pressure from a West Brom defender. So a bit unlucky there for for Preston trying to create something going forward. But we have to give credit to both teams. Preston still not giving up, but West Brom, like I say, have grown in confidence as the game's progressed, and they look like a much improved team, and look like they're a lot more focused now with the 2-0 lead they find themselves with. And now West Brom looking to move up the field as they take possession midway inside the Preston half and switch it out to this near side, and then a long ball forward up the field to the striker. But he's blocked off by 2 defenders, and now the ball ends up back with the goalkeeper. Although we might, the goalkeeper. I wasn't sure the goal of the referee was going to make a stop, blow his whistle then for a stoppage. It just looked like it the way he was standing, but no, he's allowed the game to continue. Joey saying, yeah, mate, not criticising you. No, I did never thought you was, mate. I took it as it was intended, mate. No worries. But yeah, no, I know. I get told about that all the time. That I think some of my family and friends are relieved that I'm on YouTube now, mate, because I'm not bending their ear. Because as you can tell, I can talk. So I'm sure my missus is enjoying the relief from me, talking all the time and burning her eardrums out. So no worries, Joey. Like I say, I take it with the intention. It's your comment is made as a bit of friendly banter. Nothing wrong with that, mate. Thanks for that, Joey. Like I say, I'm sure some of my family's enjoying me being on YouTube just to get a bit of respite from me. As you can see, guys, I'm always very confident when it comes to expressing myself. Preston now on the attack down the far side, cross into the box, and it's blocked off by a West Brom defender, and the West Brom defender passes back to his own goalkeeper in a very dangerous position, but luckily the goalkeeper, from a West Brom point of view anyway, luckily has cleared it up the field before he comes under pressure. And now we're just coming up to 82 minutes in the game, guys, and it's still 2-0 to West Brom. Like I say, Preston now back in possession on the halfway line, and they moved the ball back to their defenders and looking to try and keep some spell of possession and switch the play out to that far side. They're still probing. They're still looking to try and get forward if they can. But like I said, I think this is a great game for Preston to analyse when they get back to Preston to the training centre to analyse why they struggled so much to get forward. What is it that West Brom have done that has kind of nullified their attack for large parts of this game? Because if Preston can figure that out, then that might be that maybe they can use that examination to see how they can improve for the rest of the season. Now we've got a cross come in for Preston from on the far side, but it's blocked off by a West Brom player, and it's ricocheted off the back of the player, and it's out on the far side for a corner to Preston. And just seeing that one of the Preston players feeling the back of his calf, so hopefully that's nothing too serious. Just looked like the hamstring area that he was holding, so let's hope that that's not a serious injury that he's picked up. But can only go off what I can see on camera, guys, and I could just see him feeling the back of his leg, which would indicate a potential stretched muscle or hamstring problem. And let's hope it's nothing like the serious. Let's hope it might be, if he has got an injury, let's just hope it's a pulled muscle, because that can heal a lot quicker than a hamstring. So we have a free kick now for West Brom. 84 minutes gone, guys. I'll just go back to the chat while we wait for this free kick to be taken by the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper takes the free kick for West Brom. And now West Brom moved the ball out to the far side of the pitch and pass it about amongst themselves. And now they switch the play through their defence out to this near side and look to build some momentum using the wings. They definitely like to. I've noticed that with West Brom today. They definitely like probing down these wings. They've switched the play several times. When it looks like they're going to start building an attack down one side, they very quickly switch it back to their defence and get it out to the other side of the pitch where it's less congested. And they've done that quite well. They've done that quite well. Like I said, they've done that quite well for large parts of the game. And it's not a tactic that should go unnoticed, to be fair. Just Preston just in possession, passing it about in on the halfway line at the minute, guys. They've just a long ball forward actually here and into the box, but it's nothing comes of it as the West Brom defender blocks off the on-running Preston attacker Evans, who is just unable to get possession of the ball through being blocked off by the West Brom defender. So now I'm not sure what we're seeing here. Have we got a drop ball or something here? The referee. Yeah, sorry, we got a free kick here, guys, for West Brom. Goalkeeper to take it. DM Edits 15 is saying, should I sub? I'm new. Yes, absolutely, mate. Be great if you could. If you could, please, mate. Like I say, we are not a club channel. We are very much a fan channel. So, yeah, absolutely. It would be great if you could subscribe, mate. Come and get involved in the chat as well. It'd be great to hear from you. Let us know what club you support. And like I say, all fans are welcome on Fanden. So thank you very much, DM Edits 15. Great, always a pleasure to see new faces in the chat. And welcome to the Football Fanden project. Preston now in possession with looking to get him, try and get a final opportunity on goal. The cross comes in from that far side and it's into a congested box, and the referee blows for some kind of foul, although I'm not able to see what foul he's blown for. But that relieves the pressure for West Brom. And another goal kick for them. This is what I mean. They've just been so unlucky. We've seen that a few times now for Preston. When they've got the ball in the box, they've ended up having a foul given against them. I would argue, to be honest, guys, the amount of free kicks that West Brom have won in their box. Obviously, I would have to watch the game again to analyse it from a different point of view. But it is questionable whether this referee is showing a bit of bias with some of the decisions, because we've not seen him let the game flow when it's in the box at both ends. If we're honest, he's blown the whistle a lot of times. And looking at him on the field, guys, he doesn't look a man that's young enough to keep up with the pace of the game. So why are we having the FA putting these old guys in as referees that can't keep up with the pace of the game? And the shot comes in from West Brom, from Preston, but it's blocked off. And then the second attempted shot from Preston is just a little bit ricocheted off the Preston attacker and ends up going past on the far post. And I'm not sure. Yeah, it's just a little bit. I don't think he got his angle right when he went to take the shot, and it's It's just gone behind for a goal kick to West Brom. So unlucky there. I thought it was an opportunity there for Preston to pull a consolation goal back, but they just couldn't quite get the ball under control to make it count. So unfortunately, it's no goal for Preston. But yeah, Stephen Allen is saying, hi, DM Edits, drop a like and sub would be much appreciated. Absolutely. Thanks, Stevie. And DM Edits, be great if you could do that, mate. Top man. Really would appreciate that. Jacob and Jake, should I sub? I'm new to. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Sorry, I didn't. I thought you might have already done that, but yeah, absolutely, it'd be really appreciated, Jacob, if you could sub, mate. Like I say, we're still in the early stages of building Fanden, so at the minute we're just doing a lot of match watch-alongs to help the fans of all clubs find out about us. But like I say, guys, I got some really great ideas for the future of the channel. But it's one step at a time. We have to do everything one step at a time. Start building a foundation of a community first, and that's why we're doing a lot of match watch-alongs at the minute. But every one of you guys that subs and comes and gets involved, you are all very much important parts of the Fanden community, and I want you to feel a part of the Fanden community. So yeah, absolutely. If you guys sub, that would be very much appreciated, and thank you very much for the support if you do. Thank you, Jacob, and also thank you, DM Edits. Stephen Allen is saying, hi, Jacob. Yes, please. That would be much appreciated. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Stevie. As usual, Stevie doing lots of hard work behind the scenes. DM Edits 15 saying, I'm a Chelsea fan, by the way. Top man. That's great, mate. We had a Chelsea fan in the stream. I think it was last night as well. We haven't had any Chelsea fans that much get involved, and then all of a sudden we've had one last night and one tonight. So that's really good. And thank you very much, DM Edits. Like I say, fans of all clubs are welcome on Fanden. We try our best to be neutral and try. I'm not saying I'm always going to get it perfect. I'm not saying I'm going to always get it right, because obviously my personality will always come into it to some degree. But I try as much as possible, guys, to be respectful to everybody's club loyalties. So like I say, please do feel free to subscribe and like if you can, because any support you guys give is welcome. And like I say, it's not just that. I want you guys to also feel a part of the Fanden project, because like I say, we're not a club channel. I'm trying to build something very unique here, and as you will see as we progress in the future, you'll see what I mean. I want to build a fan channel that helps fans get heard. How many times do we hear pundits and clubs and players and stuff, but we don't hear enough from fans. We hear EFL keep making all these questionable decisions about the future of football, scrapping extra time, scrapping replays, making big key decisions about the game that we love, and yet fans never ever get brought into it. They never get their opinion considered. And I'm not being funny, but surely if you're going to scrap things like extra time and playoff replays, things like that, you guys should have an input in that. At the end of the day, football is nothing without fans. And that is part of the reason why I am very ambitious to try and build a channel that helps fans have a voice in the football world. So he just had a free kick from Preston, guys, and it's a long ball in and headed on, and unfortunately comes to nothing, and ricochets out. But another foul is given, and Preston with another second opportunity here from a set piece. We're 2-0 in, 2-0 the score, guys, and it's 4 minutes added on time, and we've almost actually played the full 4 minutes. And that ball comes in, and it's deep, but it's ricocheted back out to the Preston players as they cross the ball in again. And now Preston with an opportunity. But West Brom get the ball back, and now West Brom looking to hit Preston on the counter-attack and running down the field at pace. And Preston struggling to get men back in the box, and the cross comes in, but it's the goalkeeper. It falls straight to the hands of the goalkeeper, and now Preston back in possession and looking to break up the other end of the field. And there goes the full-time whistle, guys. So it's finished West Brom 2, Preston 0, and that was there's not a lot to be choose to be fair between the two sides, guys. Yes, West Brom were the stronger of the two teams overall, and rightly so, I suppose. Over the 90 minutes, in fairness, did deserve the win. But I thought Preston was a bit unlucky with their goalkeeper's mistake. And the defence just, like I say, looked a different defence in the second half. They looked a lot more confident in the first half. In the second half, they just, I don't know whether that mistake from the goalkeeper made the defenders a bit nervous. I don't know, but that kind of mistake from any goalkeeper is going to create problems for any club or any team, because if goalkeepers make mistakes like that, and I'm sure you'll see it on highlights later if you're not watching the game, guys, when a goalkeeper makes that kind of mistake, it has a knock-on effect, doesn't it? It puts all defenders nervous, makes them nervous to pass the ball back to the keeper, to receive the ball from the keeper, things like that. So it can have a real bad effect. So obviously I hope to catch Preston again at some point in the near future, and hopefully hear from Preston fans what they think of that. Because like I say, overall, for me, there wasn't an awful lot to choose between the two sides. Yes, West Brom were the slightly better of the two teams and got the deserved win. But like I say, other than the score and the fact that West Brom just having that bit more momentum and playing that bit more better, and they grew in confidence as the game progressed. For me, it was just a little bit. Slightly where West Brom showed that they was a slightly better team. 17 shots on target for Preston, for West Brom, and 8 shots on target for Preston. Possession, pass accuracy for West Brom was 75%, 80% for Preston. Attacking third, 60% for West Brom, 55% for Preston. So there's just a little bit of stats for you guys. So like I say, I'm going to quickly try and run through some of the comments. I'll come to the comments in a minute, guys. Just going to quickly read through some of these other results to bring you guys up to scratch. Do the championship. Queen's Park Rangers played Luton earlier on. That finished 3-0 to Luton. And the full-time results now, all the games finished apart from Blackburn and Sheffield United, who are still playing. And that is currently Blackpool 1, Sheffield 2. The other games that I've finished at a full time is currently Blackburn has finished Blackburn Rovers 1, Middlesbrough 2, Coventry City 0, Cardiff City 0, Huddersfield Town 2, Rotherham United 0, Millwall 0, Bristol City 0, Wigan Athletic 1, Sunderland 4, West Bromwich Albion 2, and Preston 0, as we know. In League 1, Barnsley 2, Fleetwood 1, Bristol Rovers 3, Exeter City 4, Forest, where was we there? Forest Green Rovers 1, Burton Albion 2, Morecambe 2, Accrington Stanley 0, Oxford United 3, Charlton Athletic 1, Peterborough United 2, Milton Keynes 0, Plymouth Argyle 1, Wickham 0, Portsmouth 2, Ipswich 2, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Port Vale 0, Shrewsbury Town 0, Cheltenham 1. In League 2, Crewe Alexander 0, Carlisle United 3, Barrow 1, Tranmere Rovers 2, Bradford City 1, Harrogate 0, Colchester United 1, AFC Wimbledon 2, Doncaster Rovers 4, Rochdale 3. That looks like that was a cracker. Grimsby Town 1, Salford City 4, Hartlepool United 1, Mansfield Town 2, Northampton Town 1, Swindon Town 2, Sutton United 2, Gillingham 1, and finally Walsall 0, Stockport County 2. So that brings you up to scratch with Round the Grounds, guys. I will come to the comments in a second. I'm just going to quickly share the league table with you guys so that you can see that. So just bear with me a second if it's going to wake up and let me do that. Is it going to let me do that? There we go. Just a second, guys, and just there we go. It should come up now. There we go. So you guys, I'll just reduce that so you can see better. There you go, guys. You can now see the table. So we currently have, obviously, that's the way after tonight's fixtures it finishes. Obviously, West Brom were in 8th, but with the other results coming in tonight, it's meant that they finished the evening on in 9th position, and Preston remain stay in 14th position. So I'll just leave that. We could just see who's the bottom. Obviously, Blackpool still playing against Sheffield United, who are currently winning 2-1. So, like I say, there's the bottom half of the table, and I will just push it up so you can see the top half of the table. And now I'll come back to your comments. So there's the table for you guys. Let's see what you guys are saying before I jump off and go and have some food, because it's been a long night tonight with double streams. But special thanks to all you guys that have been involved tonight. It's been a great streams. And like I say, it's been great to see some new faces come and getting involved. DM Edits 15. I'm a Chelsea fan, by the way. Yeah, like I say, mate, great to have you with us. And all, like I said, all fans welcome. But absolutely, definitely a great club, Chelsea. So happy to have you involved, mate. Thank you very much. Jacob and Jake is saying, I dropped a sub, mate. Top man. Thank you very much, Jacob. Really appreciate that, mate. All any support you guys give is really appreciated at this early stage of building the Fandom project. So thank you very much, Jacob. Top man. Stephen Allen, thank you, Jacob. Absolutely. Just turn that off. It's bugging me. Sorry, guys. Just bear me a second. I'm just taking that earpiece out because after having it in for a full match, it does kind of start to annoy your ear. Stephen Allen, absolutely top man. Thank you very much, Steve. Appreciated. Jacob and Jake, it's all right, mate. No, like I say, Jacob, really do appreciate it. You guys showing us support is always appreciated. We do not take you guys for granted. So thank you very much for that, mate. Stephen Allen is saying, cool, DM Edits. We do have other Chelsea fans drop into the chat as well. Yeah, absolutely, we do. Like I say, we had Chelsea fan drop in yesterday, so that's good. And I've got quite a few Chelsea fans following me on social media. I know that, at least on Instagram, anyway. So yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much for that, Stevie, and appreciate you making the effort to welcome new fans and the hard work you also do behind the scenes. Joey is saying, just think sometimes, take a breath. Don't want you passing out. Don't want you passing out on us. Laugh out loud. Your missus is having a break. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Like I say, I'm sure she's loving the breather from me rattling her ears. Like I say, I'm sure. But no, like I say, hopefully I'll get it better. Maybe I'll find the opportunities to just to ease off a little bit with the consistency of talk. I hope it don't annoy you guys too much. But like I say, I get pumped, guys. Honest, when I come off the live streams, especially after double streams, and I come off the live streams, I must get myself so pumped up when I'm on here, because every time I come off, I feel it. I feel like it's like a weight that comes off, if you get my meaning. It's like sudden relief of the pressure, and I'm all tense, and I suddenly start to relax, and I feel it. It's like I just feel my body take a big sigh of relief once I've finished the stream. And I don't think I realise just how much sometimes when I do these live streams, how much I actually get myself pumped up for it. Because like I say, if you've ever had to go at doing anything like this, you'll know what I mean. It doesn't come natural. And if you want to understand what I mean by that, just go and look on the channel and go back and look at some of the very early streams that I did, or some of the very early videos that I did when I first started. And you can see that back then I was a lot more nervous talking on camera and stuff like that. So it does take it's quite a while to get used to it and get confident talking on camera. And I am a lot more confident talking on camera now. But like I said, I don't realize just how much I get myself pumped up for it until I actually finish streaming for the night and come off. And then that's normally where I feel my body just seems to take a big sigh of relief. But yeah, like I say, Joey, apologies if you hears a ringing from my non-stop talking. But thank you very much. What did you say? Something else? Sorry, there. Did you say? Yeah, sorry, I did read all that. But thank you very much, Joey. And like I say, appreciate that. Break in the comments. It's also, like I say, no worries. I'll tell you something, guys. Give you a clue about me. Is when I was at school and I was younger, one of my nicknames, see if you guys can guess it, but one of my nicknames at school, I'm sure I've mentioned it on the channel before, was actually Mouth. When I was at school, my nickname was Mouth for that reason, because I was so outspoken. Teachers absolutely dreaded having an issue with me because I would stand and I would argue and argue and argue, because I don't know, it's just my personality. If I think I'm in the wrong, I'll accept it very quickly. But if I think I'm not in the wrong and somebody's accusing me in the wrong, then believe you me, I will argue until the sun rises the next day. Do you know what I mean? And like I say, when I was at school, that was my nickname. So a little bit of inside information for you there, guys, to get to know me a little bit better personally. Blake Hankins is saying, how much extra time is there? Sorry, mate, if I've struggled to keep up with the comments. Like I say, when it's really active in the game and it's end to end, it can get a little bit difficult for me to keep up with the comments. And like I say, I am teaching myself how to do this, so apologies if I didn't manage to answer your question in the game. But like I say, trying to teach myself how to get the balance right between commentating, because it is a match watch along. You got to remember, people are clicking in and wanting to know what's going on in the game, so I need to keep an eye on that and explain to you guys what's going on so that you can understand what's going on in the game. But also, a massively important part of Fanden is to help you guys feel involved in the project. And the best way I can do that is with the chat. So I have to learn how to get the balance between keeping the commentary going and also interacting with you guys in the chat. So yeah, so my apologies, Blake Hankins. But welcome, very much welcome to Fanden. Great to have you involved, mate. Big Cap, is game over? Yes, mate, it's finished. It finished 2-0 to West Brom. Like I say, it was a good game overall, to be fair, but just really, I think not a lot to call between the two sides, but West Brom just doing enough to win, and they grew in confidence. So that's one good thing that West Brom fans should take from the game. That the players should have got a lot of confidence out of that game, because as the game progressed, I could see the players growing in confidence. Bit of a disappointing result for Preston, though. Obviously, they'll be massively disappointed with the goalkeeper mistake that resulted in the second goal that they conceded, because apart from that, most of the game they'd been competitive. They tried to do what they could. Obviously, there was spells of the game where it's backs to the wall, but you'd expect that being the away team. But yeah, like I say, I think Preston would probably walk away from this game more disappointed in their own mistakes that kind of cost them a little bit. So yeah, thank you very much, Big Cap. Appreciate you dropping in, mate. Real pleasure to have you in the chat, and always great to see new people come and drop in. Julio, sorry, I thought that was an L. It's a H. Duo Masanda is saying, how much extra? There was only a couple of minutes time, mate, added on. I think it was about 3 minutes added on, 4 minutes added on. But the game went by just so quickly. Obviously, I was struggling to keep up with that and the chat as well. So apologies if it was a little bit mishmash towards the end of the stream there, guys. Like I said, I'm teaching myself to do this stuff to try and get the balance. I want to do the match commentary. I want to keep you guys informed, but I also want you guys to feel involved in all live streams that I do. So I've got to teach myself that balance of doing the match commentary and trying to come to the chat and hear what you guys have got to say as the game progresses. So please just bear with me as best you can, guys. But thank you very much, Juho Musanda. Apologies if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly, mate, but thank you very much for coming and getting involved. Blake Hankins is saying, I'm in the US and I live I live bet under 2.5. A live bet under 2.5. Sorry, Blake. I'm apologies, mate. I'm not understanding your comment correctly. Are you meaning that you like to bet? I'm presuming we get quite a few fans coming on talking about betting. So obviously sometimes I follow to understand if they're actually talking about betting or they're meaning something else. So I'm presuming you make it meaning that you have a bet on the games or you have a flutter. But yeah, thank you, Blake Hankins. Like I say, with Football Fan Den, fans welcome to come and get involved from all around the world. We want all fans of football to feel welcome on this channel. So absolutely, it's great to have you with us, Blake. And like I say, we've got some other American fans that follow the channel as well. I know that Pompey World comes to mind. That's a regular that drops in quite regular. He's over in LA in America, and he also I speak to him quite regular on Instagram. So you will come across other American fans involved in the Fan Gem project, mate. So like I say, great to have you with us, and really appreciate you coming getting involved in the chat, mate. Thank you very much. Joey is saying, no, mate, love it. Right, no worries, mate. Like I say, I do need to learn to take a little breather, I think, where the opportunity goes. But sometimes when you've got games going on across all the divisions and the game we're doing, as well as trying to keep up with the chat, there isn't really much opportunity for me to take a breather, I suppose. So, but no, like I say, thank you very much for the encouragement, Joey, and the top support that you show, mate. I really, really do appreciate it. Top man. Joey also saying, thanks, Gaz, for a great stream. You're very welcome, mate, and thank you very much for your consistent support. It's really, really massively appreciated, mate. Honest. I do, like I said, I know I keep repeating myself with this stuff, but seriously, guys, I want you to feel involved in the Fan Den project, and like I say, your support is never taken for granted. So absolutely, Joey, thank you very much. And like I said, hopefully you have a pleasant, enjoy the rest of your evening and have a pleasant night's rest. And hopefully I'll see you again soon. And just going to read out this final couple of comments, and then it's off time for me to go and get some food. Stephen Allen is saying, thanks, Joey. Absolutely. Joey, honest, mate, your support is really unbelievable, mate. And I can't thank you enough. Top man, seriously. Adrian Pittman, good show. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Adrian. It's been great having you involved. Like I say, it's always a pleasure to see new fans come and getting involved in the chat and the show. So thank you very much. And like I say, hopefully you will, as you come get involved in the future, in other streams in the future when you have the time, hopefully you will like what the Fan Den project is about. So yeah, absolutely. Top man. Thank you very much, Adrian Pittman. And Stevie saying thank you as well. So yeah, thank you also to you, Stevie, for all the hard work you do behind the scenes. Like I say, I really do appreciate it. And a special shout out to all the new fans today that have been in on both streams, because we've had quite a few new fans drop in on the streams, on both streams tonight. And definitely a special thanks to Joey, who has been putting in a lot of support on the channel over the Christmas period. And like I say, it really is appreciated. But anyway, guys, that's it from me for now. I've done 2 streams tonight, so I think I've earned a little bit of a breather. Go and give my vocal cords a little bit of a rest, and have a nice cup of coffee, I think, and something to eat. So thank you very much to everybody that's come and got involved in the stream tonight. Like I say, guys, we are still very much in the early stages of building fandom, so don't judge us too soon. Just be patient. That, like I say, we're just at the minute in the process of building the momentum. So thank you very much for all you guys that have come and got involved. Hope to see you again on future streams. And that's it for me for now. Take care and all the best. Bye for now.